I'm going to give the classic meatball a bit of a zhuzh up by serving them with a wonderful chermoula and a spiced couscous. Now I'm using some lamb mince for my meatballs, but of course you could use beef mince, and I've got 1 kilo, so this is going to feed 4 to 6 people easily. Now to make these meatballs really light and fluffy, I like to use 2 key ingredients here, an egg and also some bread. Now this bread is 2 days old, it's sourdough, and I've just soaked it in some milk. You really want to soak it in milk for about 20 minutes. Squeeze out that milk as much as you can and then crumble this bread into your meat. A little bit of this goes a long way, and I guarantee you it'll give you the fluffiest meatballs. 1 egg, just break that straight in. A good pinch of salt. It's quite a lot of meat there, so good pinch of salt, some freshly cracked pepper, and some dried oregano, some ground cumin and ground coriander, along with some garlic. I've got 2 cloves of garlic and I've just minced that so we don't have big chunks of garlic in it. Now the only way to do this is with your hands, nice clean hands, and you want to just mix everything up together. So really combine it nicely so all of that bread and egg is mixed in with our meat. It smells fantastic with those spices. Okay, now I'm just going to form these into quite large meatballs. Tenner size is what I'm after for this. I'm also going to use some extra virgin olive oil just to drizzle into my pan, just a small amount. And then we're going to place them into a baking tray. Now I'm going to place these into quite a hot oven, about 200 degrees, and they're going to cook for 20 minutes. What we're trying to achieve here is a lovely golden crust on the meatballs, and we want to render a lot of the fat from the lamb. While the first stage of the meatballs cook, we're going to get onto a chermoula, which is a beautiful North African green sauce. Now you'll need 100 mils of Bertolli extra virgin olive oil. I love the flavour of this because it's got beautiful fruity notes, which is perfect for this chermoula. So we'll just roughly measure that out. When using a food processor, liquid first, then the solids, and it'll blend so much better. Stalks and all goes in, so the tops, in it goes. So parsley and coriander, the key ingredients for this. Some French shallot. You could also use a red onion. I like the milder flavour of the French shallot. And these are quite large, so I'm just going to use half of this. Roughly chop it. 1 clove of garlic. In it goes. 2 wedges of preserved lemon. I've taken the flesh out, and then we're just going to roughly chop that. Now, traditionally when you're making a chermoula, you would add those classic spices of ground coriander and cumin, but I'm not going to add it for my green sauce because we've already got the spice in our meatballs. So I'm just going to keep it really, really fresh. Pinch of salt and some pepper. And now we're just going to give that a really good blend. All right, let's have a look at this. Oh, look at that vibrant green colour, and it smells fantastic. So now that that's done, we'll pop it to one side and get on with the couscous. Some instant couscous is fine. I've boiled some water, and whenever I'm making couscous, I always season it at this stage and then add some extra virgin olive oil. And the extra virgin olive oil is going to ensure all of those beautiful little grains separate nicely after it's absorbed all the water. So in with the boiling water, just so it covers it, and you want to trap all that steam in there, so cover that with some cling film. Now we need this to sit for about 10 minutes. The last thing I want to prepare is a beautiful olive oil and butter topping, a crunchy topping with spices and raisins. So into a pot, some more of our olive oil, a hint of butter, some baharat, which is a Middle Eastern 7 spice, a good tablespoon. And now that that's bubbling away, we can start adding the remaining ingredients. So some almonds, some slivered almonds, along with some raisins. I love the sweetness of the raisins. And this doesn't take long at all. Essentially, we're just toasting those almonds in the olive oil and butter. So give that a good toss, and we're gonna give that about 5 minutes. It already smells so good. So we're almost ready to go. We're just going to wait for our meatballs to finish cooking. They'll come out of the oven. I'm gonna drain the excess oil away and then add some passata, which is just some tomato puree. Then they go back in the oven for another 20 to 30 minutes. The meatballs have come out of the oven. You can see it's formed a little crust with that passata sauce that we added to it. And let's finish off our couscous. So it's swelled up quite nicely. And whenever it comes to couscous, never use a spoon for this because you'll get really big clusters. The best way to do this is use a fork and slowly grate, almost like it was sand. So keep grating it. And by doing that, you'll get those gorgeous individual grains. Just like that. Okay, now it's time to add that flavor bomb. So that oily, buttery, deliciously spiced mixture here with all of the nuts and the raisins can go in. Oh, it smells fantastic. And the crispy fried shallots. So we've just left them to the last minute, and a good pinch of salt. We did season the couscous, but not this mixture. So just the salt on there, and then just fold that through. And that is good to go. Yum, I'm salivating, it looks so good. So into a bowl, we'll start with our couscous, a generous mound of that in the center, and one of our tennis ball sized meatballs, pop that in the middle. Depending on how hungry, 2 or 3. Let's go 3 today. A few spoonfuls of the tomato sauce over the top. And then that stunning chermoula, still vibrant green, pop that over the top. I finally want to add just the herbs that we added to the chermoula, so parsley and coriander, and I like to add just an extra drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over the top. There are so many different layers of flavors, from that fluffy couscous with the sweet raisins and the crunchy almonds to that wonderful pungent chermoula. Meatballs don't have to be boring, these are sensational.